Welcome to the social reel.
Hey Scott, what do you think the origin of that word? I'm just kidding. Hello, my friends. We meet again.
Why do I have to sit through 5 minutes of the intro before I get to your show?
Been a while. Where should we begin?
Sorry, Liz.
I am Aaron, joined by my co-host and producer and friend Scott.
Yes.
We took last week off just because, honestly, I did not feel like doing it. I think last weekend was just busy and I was just tired, and I just was sitting there, and I was like, I don't feel like walking into that room and turning on my laptop. So we decided to skip it. So if you're wondering where last week's episode was, that's where it was.
Get to catch up on the old ones.
Yeah, no boring, no explanation or anything like that. Just, we just didn't
feel like doing. So what you gonna do about it?
I have started my new job, so my sleep schedule's all whack-a-noodled and, stuff like that. So we got a lot to talk about. Scott and I went to UFest. I saw a movie.
Yeah, there has been quite a bit that's happened, hasn't there?
Yes. What else has happened? We have some snacks to try. We're going to do it at the end of the show. We're doing something a little new because it's not a lot. It's not a ton of snacks. It's just a little bit of snacks. So I just didn't want to blow our wad at the beginning and you guys jump off. So you have to wait for the snacks. But there is an Oreo involved. So definitely stay tuned. Where should we start? What did we do last week? We did go see UFest on Saturday.
Went to UFest.
We did go to UFest. We only went for Seether and A Day to Remember. So we showed up super late.
Screamed at the lady in the parking lot.
Oh, I forgot I screamed at the lady in the parking lot. But why did I scream?
So that it was. Let me kind of walk this back. I'm not going to say it was validated.
It was validated.
The response was a little over the top,
negative,
but it was irritating. So if anybody knows that goes out to what is it now? Talking Stick Pavilion. Used to be the Auction Pavilion. Used to be Desert Sky Pavilion. Whatever the yearly
it
name
has an
of it
Indian
is.
Name.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know it.
You're backwards. Your camera's
Am
backwards,
I?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll fix it.
I'm noticing it right now, and it's going to bother me through the whole show.
My bad.
There we go. Anyway, so if there's an entryway off of 75th, which is the main entryway. Then there's the back side, which sometimes you go when you're coming from the east.
Usually if we go get food or something, we will go the back way.
The back way. But the main entryway is on 75th. So we roll up, and there's 10 cars in the main parking lot. And we were like, holy shit.
No one's at UFest.
No one's at this freaking show,
nobody was really at UFest. So.
Yeah, there was enough. I mean, it was not fully packed, but
yeah.
I mean, it wasn't Creed.
No, it was not Creed, where we had to park at a Walmart.
But we saw. I mean, there was all tons of bands. There was Wolfgang's Mammoth Van. It was Seether and A Day to Remember. Pretty much, those were the three main bands. There was other bands as well.
We came as Romans.
Was playing. We showed up for the last part of it. So we immediately pull in and we're like, oh, let's just park here. So we get shouted at
from across the parking lot.
Across the parking lot. And this lady's like, you can't park here. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I hit it with my leg.
You can't park here. This parking lot's closed. And I look around, I look at the entrance the entrance is open.
It's wide open.
If you don't want people to park here,
but here's the
put up an orange cone or something.
Here's the caveat. It's a gate. It's a gate you have to open. If you go during the week,
yes.
The gate is closed. So the gate is open.
It was wide open.
Nothing there. Nothing.
No one with their little flashy baton.
No one explaining.
Telling us, hey, man, sorry, this side is closed off. You're going to have to go around to the other side.
No one explaining you couldn't park there, which if you just closed the gate, you wouldn't even have to say anything.
Right.
So I parked my truck, and we get out of the truck, and this fat bitch from across the way is like, hey,
This is where it gets out of hand quickly.
you can't park there. And me being me, I say, wow, maybe you should shut the fucking gate, you dumb bitch, or something along those lines.
Something similar to that,
It was,
yes.
and she's like,
And I'm like, I just get back in the truck.
I have no idea what she said, but she was screaming back to me, and I just screamed, shut the fuck up, no one cares, you fat bitch. And then we drove away.
Well, then we went to the other side. And of course, then there's the little Mexican guy that's like directed traffic, and
he
we're like,
was-
"Hey, why is the other side closed?" He's like, "Oh man,
Bro, he was stoned.
I don't know. Like the other side is probably closed because it's closed."
That's what he said. Those were his exact words.
And
He's
we were
like,
like, "Okay, cool, bro.
he's like, park on this hill.
You can park right there in the hill, man." Okay.
Scott's not exaggerating. The
No,
accent,
that was word for word.
much, but
No, it was word for word.
I'm-
It was just like that.
I'm pretty sure he was like just stoned out of his mind because he did not want to talk to us and he did not care. He was just like, park or don't. I don't care. Leave. And we were like, okay. And so yeah, we get in there and there's nobody at the merch line, so I grabbed some A Day to Remember merch. We watched Seether, which was pretty good because they sound exactly like their albums.
Yeah,
and
good
they only,
live.
and they only played hits, which thank you, because I didn't have to listen to anything boring.
I mean,
they-
you've been around that long.
yeah,
You mean you've got quite a catalog to just play the good songs.
yeah. We listened to 98 in the truck, like while I'm driving and stuff, and they only play Seether on 98 now, and I'm just like,
Well, they get in like Aaron mode.
what do you mean?
You know, where they've
they
hyper
hyperfixate?
fixated on one thing for the week. and
I'm
then-
definitely not hyper fixating on Seether. I can promise you that. I'm just like, God.
See, there's one of those bands though, like I enjoy listening to. Like
Yeah.
when they come on, I'll listen to them.
Yeah.
Like I don't hate them,
Scott was like,
but I'm not like I'm like, oh my god, I'm a Seether freak.
what would they call it? Seether fan, Seether sucker, or something like that.
I don't know.
Scott looks at me. He's like, "Hey, I wish I wrote Broken." And then
No, I just said, I
and
go,
he
that's a
cried.
great song. I'm like, it is a great song, man. I'm like, imagine if you wrote that song. That's a great song,
Yeah. Oh, dude,
dude.
I just want to let you know.
Okay.
I forgot about this, so eventually someone's gonna have to come in here. But we have ice cream to eat today,
Oh.
and I completely forgot about it. But it's okay. Okay, so and then A Day to Remember came on, and they fucking rocked it. But we left around Have Faith in Me because I just did not want to deal with traffic, and it was.
And I said, hey, can we leave right after they do 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 do? Let's
and that
go.
was the first song.
And you're like, yeah, dude, because that's probably they're going to be their last song.
It was
And
their
they
first
immediately came
song.
out to it, and I'm like,
Well, it was cool because they played some stuff that they've never played live before, so I got to hear that. And then they just played the hits. I mean, I love A Day to Remember. The big thing is they're not on tour. They played the secret show in New York, that they're not on any type of tour, so you're not going to get to hear those songs for a while. So it was kind of cool that they played a lot of music, and I love A Day to Remember. So it was that we went and got. I think we have figured out the formula for dinner and a concert. Just going to Venezia's.
yeah, I mean, it was out here, so that's the thing.
Exactly.
What
It's
we
on the
usually
way.
we usually do is we go up there,
Yeah.
and then everything is super busy, and there's
Yeah,
a lot of traffic
that was
getting into the
that was
shows.
stupid. That was stupid that we were doing that.
Well, it's always stupid.
It was easy.
That's why every time I was always like, we should just get food down here
Yeah, smart. From now on,
because there's no traffic to deal with.
I'm going to see a movie tomorrow, and it's all the way out in Scottsdale. So maybe I'll just eat Venezia's. I'm going to go see Friendship. There's like a Q&A with Paul Rudd and the Tim Dillon guy.
Oh,
or
I was going to say, I
whatever.
was like, they're not playing it closer.
No, it's just one out in fucking Scottsdale. The Harkins, like, you know, the one that's like,
Harkins 3.
no, yeah, they only play the, like, they only play like the artsy films.
It's not the one we went to go see the Impractical Jokers. Was
No,
it?
that was an AMC.
Was it?
And that was in Phoenix. No, it's the one in Scottsdale and Scottsdale Mall that's like
Oh.
very bougie and very like I think we went and saw Star Wars there. I don't know if you went with us, but
Probably not.
it was me, Amir, Kim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the one.
The newer one.
Yeah, Last Jedi. We went and saw Last Jedi there. So, yeah, we're going to be doing that, or I'm going to be doing that, so I'll be able to talk about that next week. You'll get your first review of Friendship, which I'm really excited about.
I don't know, man.
That movie looks
The internet's
hilarious.
talking it up like it's the greatest again. You know how, like TikTok does this thing now where they promote movies and you see them from multiple people and they're like, this has to be one of the funniest comedies I've ever seen.
Well, stop living on TikTok.
I laughed and my side hurt so bad. And I'm like, why are they trying to promote this up, man? Like, is it really that bad?
No, it's an A24 movie, and
Right. But people are saying it's hilarious. And
it's
I'm like,
the dude from, it's the guy.
yeah, Robbins. Tim Robbins?
Yeah,
Was
is
his
it
name
Tim Robbins? I can't remember exactly.
Tim Robbins?
Please, internet, don't fry me for this.
You sure about that?
Yeah, you're sure about that guy and fucking 55 burgers, 55 fries. That guy and Paul Rudd, and I'm just really excited because apparently
Tim Robbins' son.
Oh, Tim Robinson. Okay,
Not
we
Tim
got it.
Robbins.
Well, see, we fixed
Who is
it.
Tim Robbins? Oh, Tim Robbins is an actor.
Yeah, he is. He's also a comedian, and I think he was in Joker too. But anyways, so I'm gonna go see that on Monday, and I am excited about A24 movie, and it looks hilarious. Apparently, according to most of the reviews, it's like a long one of those sketches from that show that I cannot remember the name of. So I don't know. Plus, I don't have any friends, so it'll be funny for me to watch. So yeah, I got that going on. We went to UFest. What else had happened, Scott? What else has been going on?
Well, you flew out.
Oh, I did. Dude, but literally the fastest I've ever gone. I went to Dallas yesterday for no reason, but to buy pickles. Spent way too much money. It was ridiculous. I got a job again, and I was like, I better spend all my money on pickles. I went out to Texas, and I had to go and get some re-up on the pickles because we like to eat the pickles here. But it was a whirlwind, dude. I literally rented the car, jumped in, drove to the pickle store, drove to HEB. I only grabbed a few things. I got chocolate covered pecans. Oh, just fucking incredible. Drove and had lunch with somebody I hadn't seen in a while. A guy that I used to work with named Sean. And we had lunch at Mike's Chicken. And I got the chicken fingers this time. And if you guys haven't been to Mike's Chicken in Texas, oh my God, is it delicious. Last time I got the regular chicken. This time I got the chicken strips.
Yeah, the no frills.
I
Don't have to eat around bones.
But they were good as hell.
Although I do prefer, anytime I eat wings, I do want bone in.
Yeah, because you like the bones.
But a chicken like that,
Yeah.
just give me strips.
No, I like two thighs and a leg.
I mean, I do, but if I had my choice, I'll just take the chicken strips because it's just straight to the source.
Yeah. Well, I had a good time with him. Like we talked a lot. It was a long conversations.
Everybody
about
in the world's freaking out about tariffs, and Aaron's going to Dallas and buying pickles.
pickles were the same price. Actually, the least amount of money I'd ever spent at the pickle store. And
They're like, what are we going to do? Aaron's like, I'm flying out to buy pickles.
Sat by a really cool guy on the way there. Sat by a really interesting lady on the way home. We talked the entire time. I've never done that with anyone on an airplane. We talked from the moment we took off to the moment we landed. She was an older lady. She lives here. She has a daughter who's like a huge content creator that deals with like snakes and lizards and stuff. I followed her, and we just talked the whole time. But I was pretty I got home and I watched the baseball game and went to bed because I was so fucking tired, the time change and shit like that. But yeah, I did that. I was trying to see if maybe Texas had some snacks that we didn't have here. I think I already mentioned this, but we're not going to do snacks at the end of the show, but they didn't. So I got the necessities and came home. Unfortunately, my 2 jars of pickles broke when I landed.
Seems to be the theme, though.
No, that's
like it always happens.
No. That's the first time they broke. The first time that something happened
Are
was
you checking them?
Yeah, you don't have a choice. You can't bring them through TSA.
You can't just put them in a backpack?
Nope. They contain liquid. They contain pickle brine, which
That's weird.
is a liquid.
You would think if it's sealed because it's food.
Nope. Anything spreadable or like with liquid, you can't bring them to TSA. So you can't bring.
And these are glass jars, right?
Correct.
So do you bring stuff to wrap them in?
Yeah. Usually I do.
Usually, so that's
Well,
a no.
no, this time, but I have done it without the wrap, and this time I did it with the.
You ever see how these guys put fucking baggages on these planes?
Yes, well, she put a fragile sticker that was gone when I
Yeah.
got there. But the first time this happened, it was with those gallon things, and all that had happened was it got squished and the lids popped off. This time it was 2 actual jars that broke. Everything else survived, but there's 2 new jars of pickles that I hadn't tried yet, and they're like these garlic. They're called snappy, but I guess that's their way of saying spicy because they have a little bite, but they're not like spicy. And they both broke, and one I was going to take to work, and I was like, fuck. Like I can't give these guys
Rinse all the glass off.
broke. We did. We saved some of them.
Throw them in a jar and be like, look what I made, guys.
But what are the other pickles? Like there was glass inside the jar, and I was going to keep it. And Kim's like, "Are you crazy? There's glass in here." And I'm like, "Meh. What are you going to do?"
Like, I'll bite carefully.
But I like totally ruined her backpack and everything. She was not happy about that. But I'm trying to go through the airport, and I'm dripping pickle juice. Lady slips in it.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm just like, I got to get the fuck out of here. So I picked up the bag and held it to like my shirt. And I just it was heavy because it had all.
Why don't you just go in the bathroom and just dump it out?
Oh, it was already dumped out. It was just soaked into the bag, so it was dripping off the bag.
Oh, I would just found like a porter guy or something and just been like, hey man,
I thought about renting the
give me
seven
a trash bag.
Yeah, that would have been smart. But there was nobody down there. I just wanted to get the fuck out of there. I don't know. Hopefully nobody got hurt off the pickle juice, but I did.
Anybody have a safety pin?
I did leave. I did leave a fucking trail, man.
What about a belt? You have a belt? My pants are fucking falling. My button's broken.
What you need is like a belt.
What you need is a belt like this one.
You fucking dick. God, I hate you so much.
Good times.
That's a great story. So yeah, Dallas was fun.
Here, Lloyd, take these gloves.
Yeah, I came home. I had some pasta for dinner. I mean, who cares? Who cares about any of that? But yeah, so it's just been kind of a whirlwind. Like I kind of everything's back up, like ramping back up. Like human being wise. I'm kind of almost back to normal with like work and everything, money and everything. So everything's good. Everything's good on that end. I can't remember. Okay, so we got yelled at on the internet, and I want to address some of this stuff because
about the sports?
we did get yelled at about sports.
Oh, is there something else that I didn't see?
No.
Oh, it was about the sports.
Yeah, we just haven't talked about it since last time we came.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
we've been. So if you
if I'd have known, I would have pulled up those comments.
it's not.
But who
not
cares?
It's not hard to find. But if you guys watch the show on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch or wherever you watch it, and I know you do, I know some of you do, because I get the fucking analytics, and we are constantly going up. I don't know why. Thank you. Like
Depends on what we talk about.
Legitimately think
We'll make people comment.
Depending on what we talk about makes people comment, but legitimately every single week our analytics are incredible. And I'm just like, what? Nobody interacts. So they're watching it when we're
Probably a lot of like guys like me, man. They just don't interact until you push their little buttons.
You talked about fucking
Shador
Sanders, and
it clipped it, and it basically clipped the part where I said, "Oh, he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth." Now, mind you, mostly these people would probably just see the clip. They don't see the whole episode of where I talked about how just a mediocre.
Well, somebody called you racist. Which was my favorite comment.
Which is hilarious.
Nothing inside the comment was racist.
No.
At all. Like
because I just said he was just a basic quarterback and that's why he fell. And even the people in the NFL, like players in the NFL were like, no, this guy's gonna fall, man. He's not that good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I agree. I'm an ASU fan. They're in the same conference. I watched Colorado. Is he good for Colorado? Sure. Is he just a basic quarterback? Is he gonna do anything in the NFL? Only time will tell, but probably not.
So everybody,
I can't wait for the comments on that one.
We'll see if the Opus Clips likes that one.
But yes, I got called a racist because I said Shador Sanders was mediocre,
which I thought was funny. It's on YouTube if you want to go look at the comment and like it. So if you, so yesterday while I was flying, Derek Carr announced his retirement, which thank you God. fuck Derek Carr.
You should have hoped that he would have come back and at least played a half-ass season, because now you ain't got nobody.
Well, but we're out of cap space hell.
Yeah.
So we've been
But
in
now
cap
the
space,
fans are freaking out now because should have drafted Shedeur Sanders.
That's what they're
Should
saying.
have done it.
So you
you
know
can
what
still trade for him because he's like the 6th quarterback on the Browns.
So you know what I said? Everybody who's saying you should draft, or he should have done this before the draft, so we could have got Shedeur Sanders. I say no. We already have a bunch of shitty quarterbacks on our team.
Yeah, why
we
do
don't
we need
need
another
another
shitty
shitty quarterback. So
the rage.
So and then everybody is telling us that we're going to. Even though this dude's 2 years away from getting drafted, that we're going to tank
for Manning.
For Arch Manning.
I've
yeah,
seen
and
that
I'm like,
too, yes.
what? I go, no, we're not. I really hate the internet. The internet, when it comes to sports, is so fucking
Dumb.
stupid. And it's just
Dumb.
like, yeah. And all you people who are like, you're racist and you guys don't know what you're talking about with football. My favorite comment was like something about, there's enough sports podcasts or something like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, we don't even talk about sports.
Like, there's not even
Rarely.
sports podcasts. We're just talking about
shit that comes up.
things that are happening. So
it was like, not everybody should have a sports podcast or
Yeah.
something like that. And I'm like, well, it's a good thing we're not a sports
and we've
podcast.
been told that podcasting stuff is it's too cheap now, so everybody can do it.
That's true.
It is true. I don't care. But it's just funny to me.
Who cares?
I don't care.
You're watching. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you for watching our shorts.
But I will stand behind this 100%.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, we could come back 5 years from now when Shedeur Sanders all of a sudden has like 3 Super Bowl wins, which he's not going to ever have. And you can tell me how wrong and racist I was because I didn't believe in Shedeur Sanders, because somehow apparently they knew me enough to say that I didn't say anything about the Mannings being drafted so high.
Maybe they heard
maybe that's because they were good
that
quarterbacks.
little Mexican boy at the beginning of this episode. And they were like,
maybe.
that's why you're racist.
Maybe. I don't know.
I just thought that shit was hilarious. I just wanted to address
These guys
some of
didn't
it.
say anything about the Mannings. I don't know. They got 4 Super Bowls between the two of them.
Yeah, I know.
Guess it worked out pretty good.
So, I mean, you're not wrong. Come at us, internet. We're ready. Okay, so, and then I thought the other thing, I don't know if I told this story, but I want to. If I did, stop me so we can move on. But
Somebody stop me.
I went and I paid off my Nintendo Switch, which was the smart thing to do.
I've heard the story. I just don't know if you said it on here. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So I go in there, and it's a giant dude who's like 36.
I could see this guy though. I could visualize this whole thing.
You can't.
I could smell this picture.
Okay. And I'm just like, hey, dog, like, I'm here to pay off my Nintendo Switch pre-order. No. Super,
Let me tell you something.
no, super energetic. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm looking at the dude like,
You're like, what? My money's not good here?
I'm just like, oh, here we go. It's a stupid thing to buy. You shouldn't buy that. I'm just sitting there like, okay, man. Why shouldn't I buy it? Well, you have to pay $10 to play Switch 1 games on the Switch 2. And I'm sitting there like,
Actually,
that's me. I go, well, nah, man, I've read about it, and only if you want the game updated do you need to pay the $10. You don't have to pay the $10 just to play the game. It's completely backwards compatible. Exact words, and why I will never step foot into GameStop after I've got the system in my hand. Who's the customer and who's the guy that works at GameStop? You're wrong. You want to play your old Smash Brothers, you're going to have to pay $10. All right, man.
little did Aaron know he was talking to himself in the mirror. Listen. No, you listen to me. No, you're wrong. You are wrong.
No, dude. So I'm just like...
Somebody in the store is looking over at him.
There's nobody else in the store.
Like, what is this guy fucking? He's talking to himself over here. Why is he in the mirror looking at him?
Nobody else in the store. I'm just flabbergasted and getting pretty fucking perturbed.
And it's one of those things where it catches you off guard,
Yeah.
a little bit, and you don't like in a perfect world, if you're super witty,
Yeah.
like you could come back with the comments.
Yes.
But in a situation like that, you're kind of like what? Like I didn't expect that. Like,
Yeah.
Like what do I say now?
That's
like
exactly how I felt. I was fuming. I was like, all right, man, just let let me pay this off. So he gives me the total, and he's telling me about how the games are $80 because Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be $100, and how it's just Nintendo cash grab and blah, blah, blah. And I just told him, I was like, listen, dude, this is for my kids, which isn't true. I mean, they'll get to play it. But I said, I just, I'd like to pay it off and never talk to you again. So I have the receipt right here. I'm not going to show it on the air, but
I'm going to bolt this table down.
that's fine. But I realized they charged me for a warranty.
Oh, he fucked you.
No, it wasn't him. It was when I first went in. They charged me for 2 years at $70. I'm definitely getting that back because they gave me a $5 deposit for it. Tempered glass, which I know for a fact I didn't order. A micro SD card, which I'll probably keep because I do need that for the system. And then game warranty for 2 years, which was $70 as well. Dude,
It took you this long to find all that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I asked the guy who is the GameStop employee and I'm the customer. I asked him straight up, like, I'd like to take all this off. And he said, no.
Actually,
He said that's the only way you could pre-order it. So I'm going to be taking this back there and getting all that money back, and then I'll never shop at GameStop
hopefully
again.
not dealing with the same guy.
If I am dealing with the same guy, I'll go to corporate or something. I'm not paying that money, and also that guy's a dick, and also I legitimately never want to go
Did
to
it
GameStop.
say that in the pre-order?
No. I literally just pre-ordered it and it's $50 down to pre-order the system. The system's $500. I paid it off. I only owed like $292 or something like that. And then I checked my receipt for like the actual pre-order, and it's like Nintendo Switch console. I've paid $257 of $449 because I didn't get the bundle. Mario Kart World, I've paid $5 of $80. And then it's like tempered glass. I paid $5 of $15. Warranty, I've paid $5 of $75. And I'm like, we're going to have some words, son.
See, this makes me think of what I did last night
Uh-oh.
of being ripped off and overcharged.
You got ripped off last night?
No. Mino gets ripped off. My daughters were like, hey.
Well, I'm surprised you spent any money, so
My
this
daughters
is going to
were
be an
like,
interesting
hey,
story.
we want to go to this, it's like this flea market craft fair thing at the school over here. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll go. Something to do. So we all get in and we go to this craft fair, right?
Sick invite.
It's all these booths set up.
Why don't I ever get invited?
It was kind of like, I just literally, I got home and it was like, hey, we're going to do this. And I was like, okay, I'll go. So I get to this craft fair, right? And there's all these people that have it's like a big garage sale, essentially. And I figured out what they're doing. There are all these booths set up. Vintage clothing. And I'm looking at all this clothes and I'm like, you know what these motherfuckers did? They just went and bought all this shit from Goodwill. And they threw them on racks. And now they're charging you $10-15 a shirt.
Damn.
And it was like worn ass shirts that
how
were
many
like,
did your daughter buy?
well, they didn't buy anything. Gabby was looking at that stuff, but even she said, she's like, I'll just go to Goodwill and get this stuff because it's the same stuff. And of course, you know me, I'm going around here. They're having fun looking at stuff, and I'm just like, all these people did was fucking bought shit from Goodwill. They're trying to upsell it.
That's you screaming into the void. Funny.
But there were so many people there. And we laughed because one of them just had all the clothes on a tarp, and it was just in a big pile. And people were fucking going ape shit. Just ripping through this pile of clothes, man. And I'm like, is this where we're at now?
Yes.
I'm like, they bought that shirt for $2 at Goodwill. And they're charging somebody $15 because it's now vintage.
Well, maybe you should do it. Maybe you should go to Goodwill and just buy a bunch of
thought about it. I'm like, well, Jesus. I go, if this many people are going to show up and buy stupid shit,
So did you buy something?
I'm in. I bought nothing.
Oh.
There's nothing that anybody sells that I either can't make myself or buy myself.
Jesus. Scott's at home.
My daughters were like, they bought these little crocheted stuffed things, because they're like, oh, these are so cute. And I'm like, that I can't do. I can't crochet that stuff. But I don't need that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I told my son, I got a friend that does that.
Was it Kim?
No, like guy I play softball with, his wife does like crochet stuff, and I'm like, I could probably commission her to do that stuff for you. You don't have to pay absorbent flea market pricing.
Yeah, so that's funny. I thought you like bought something and then realized you got ripped off and you were like trying to return it or something.
No, because like that would have never gotten past the door for me.
What?
Like I would have looked at a receipt and I'd just been like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is all this shit you're trying to sell me?
Well, they didn't-
no, take it off.
I didn't look at the receipt until I got home because it was just a pre-order.
Like, why is this $300 Switch $500 now?
Well, no,
Because
the Switch is $500 now.
right. But what was your first bill was like, shit, that's like $300. I'd been like, what am I paying 50%? Like, what is this for? Like,
Yeah,
what is all this for?
I'll get it fixed. I don't know. I'm annoyed about it. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. So yeah, that happened. But all right, let's move on. So I went and saw a movie this week, and then we're gonna get into some snacks. Well, I saw it last week actually. I went and saw Thunderbolts, Marvel's newest offering. If you haven't watched the TV shows and stuff, I don't know if you really need to, but John Walker is a part of the TV shows, and
I'm sure you can probably get by. Most Marvel movies you can just watch.
yeah. I mean, if you really want the whole story, you can go back and watch the TV shows, but it's I do have a strong point to make about this. So everyone is always talking about, you don't go see a movie because there's a woman in it and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, okay.
Not everybody. The internet. The internet likes to make that.
Well, let me
give me a strong woman character lead that I mean that is good. I'll go watch 100 of them.
Well, that's Yelena in this movie.
She was decent in the first. What's
see
the other one?
I never saw Black Widow. That's the movie she's in.
Was it Black Widow?
Yeah.
With her and him?
And him and Scarlett Johansson, yeah.
Okay.
I never watched it.
Oh, maybe it was. Because I watched that. And I was like, she's pretty good in this.
Well, she's the main character in this.
Right.
It's all about her. Like, Bucky's in it for a little bit, Walker's in it for a little bit, and then Red Guardian,
Texas Ranger.
David Harbour's in it for a little bit. Taskmaster, I'm just going to ruin this for you if you haven't seen it. Listen,
Plug
15
your ears.
seconds. She gets killed in like the first 5 seconds of the movie. And I'm assuming because she's not the real Taskmaster. Taskmaster in the comic books is fucking incredible. This fucking she literally shows up to something and just gets shot in the head by Ghost. And I'm like, what the fuck? So Ghost is in it. And then the Sentry, which the easiest way for me to explain what the Sentry is Marvel's version of Superman that's even more powerful than the Hulk. You don't really get that in this movie. You just kind of get an introduction to him in the Void. It's super, like, if you're interested in comic books at all, I highly recommend checking out the Sentry New Avengers Bendis run. It's one of my all-time favorites, and it really, really explains the Sentry. There's also like a Sentry comic book, like standalone comic book, where it's like his origin, and it's like he used this Sentry Tower to erase the minds of everybody, about including his own, so the Void wouldn't come back, because the Void's just as strong as he is, and the Void is evil. Sentry's a super interesting character. They did an amazing job. It's the kid from Top Gun Maverick who plays Bob, so he's in this, and his name is also Robert or Bob, which is kind of funny. So he's typecast as Bob. But I had a super ton of fun watching it.
It's been getting good reviews.
It's really good.
I think it's been getting good, surprising reviews.
It feels like it's getting Marvel back on track. So it's making me. I'm not.
Well, yeah,
we'll
but
see.
Where do they go after? That's the big question.
Well, the next thing is Fantastic Four, which there's a teaser for in this, and I'm very excited about that. But what I think is even more fun is they're doing something that's even more, which is really cool. They rebranded it, so where it says Thunderbolts and it has a little asterisk, it's actually the New Avengers, which is super fucking cool because Sentry is like a huge part of the New Avengers, and I wish I could read that on the air.
I don't. Is that a comment that came through
from Kim?
Oh,
but anyways, so they rebranded it as New Avengers, and if you go watch the movie, you'll understand why. It's like I said, I think it's getting Marvel back on track. I think
it's created some hype.
Yeah.
That's for sure, with all the posters and them switching things out. And
So I'm really looking forward to Fantastic Four now. I think we might have gotten past the shitty Marvel, and we might be going back to where we were at with Fantastic Four, Avengers Doomsday, stuff
see.
like that. I'm optimistic. I'm
I mean,
optimistic.
It's kind of what I think people are hoping for,
Yeah.
because there was a kind of a long dry run for a little bit.
Keep going.
Oh,
I got to respond to this.
you have to share, like and share.
I can. It's not worth it.
No,
No, it's not worth putting on the air. So, anyways, I'm not in trouble. No one's in trouble. It's just I'm assuming it's my children. So, all right, let's get in these snacks.
So go see Thunderbolts.
Go see Thunderbolts.
I tried
in
to
the
watch
theater.
it. I tried to
Pirate it,
bootleg watch
because
it,
you
and the
won't give
audio
the
was fucking terrible, man. So I
Theater
ended up.
any money.
I did watch. So I watched The Accountant.
Yes.
So I watched The Accountant. I was like, okay. Now I did get one of the parts ruined from the movie, but the other part kind of surprised me at the end, and was talking with one of the guys that like I had to go out on a job with, and I said, we were just talking about movies, and I said, yeah, I finally watched The Accountant, man. I said I wasn't even aware that there was an Accountant when The Accountant 2 came out. It was just one of those movies that just kind of flew by, that just never really hit
Me
my
and Kim
radar.
saw it in the theater.
I didn't even know about it. And he was like, yeah, I just went back and watched that. And we kind of talked about it. And then last night I watched Hard Eyes. Because it's on Netflix.
We talked about Hard Eyes.
Yeah. I didn't care for it, dude.
I told you it wasn't very good.
Oh, okay. So I thought, if I remember
said it was-
correctly, you said you liked it.
I said it was a lot of fun, but it's not a good
Okay.
movie at all.
I was just kind of like,
I wanted
they're
everyone
really
to die,
pushing
and everybody
this
was annoying.
couple, man.
But I said the first kill in the movie was fun, where she's like, "Oh, we got to retake the picture," and then he gets stabbed through the camera. I thought
Yeah.
that was a cool kill.
All the kills are fun. I just didn't care about the character.
No, not even a little
Like,
bit.
I didn't care about the couple.
No.
Like, I'm just like, Jesus, they are really pushing this couple.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I
that's
agree
what
with
I
you.
got.
I
to
agree with
watch.
everything you're saying.
I'm slowly catching up on things.
I've been watching. So I rewatched all of the Final Destinations. That's what I've been. After 2, they get retarded.
Oh,
like
yes.
off the rails, retarded. 4 was only created because 3D technology had come back, and they really wanted to. It's probably one of the worst movies ever made. One of the worst.
Yeah, the
horror
first
movies
two
ever.
are super fun.
The last one is pretty decent. It's still a 3D movie, but it doesn't lean on it as heavily. And then it ties it back to the first one, which I always thought was really cool. After watching it, I was like, oh, this isn't a very good movie, but it's cool that it ties it back. So I'm excited because this weekend Bloodlines comes out, and I definitely want to go check that out. Maybe you'll go with me. Maybe.
Was it?
Which is a no. It used to be a yes. Now it's a no. So, yeah. But
I
all
never
right.
know, because you're just like, I'm going now.
Well,
It's like, well, I've got
I have to
stuff
go.
to do.
Well, I have to go at night. I can't just go
Yes.
during the day. And I try to
I can
maximize my
I
time.
can do things whenever I feel like it.
No, you can't. If I
Sure I
asked
can.
you to go at 9:00 at night, I'm tired. I'm old.
It's because you wait till 9 o'clock at night when most
Then you
people are
can't-
just winding down, man.
No, not most people. Because
If I have to get up at like 4 o'clock the next morning, I mean, a 9 o'clock movie does not sound great.
cry about it. I'm going to a 7:00 movie. I'm not excited about waking up the next day for work. All right,
Cry about it.
you first. I'm still gonna fucking go.
You first.
You first. Well, you beat a bitch. Push that.
First, cry about it.
Push that whir in.
What?
Before it falls off the wall. It hits you in the head.
Jesus Christ.
Just push it in. You're the one that hung it up. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you did
I-
something with my top.
I didn't do
My top thing.
shit. It's fallen out like 8 times. All right, let's get into this. We got snacks. To do. We'll do the Oreos last. We do have Oreos. We'll do these first because they're not cold. So, first and foremost, found this at Walmart. This is a Prime that I've never tried before,
Oh.
and it is called Supernova. Supernova Prime.
Hold on.
Okay, sorry. Super
Throwing off my game here. I'm like,
Supernova Prime. So it says hydration drink.
it's going to give me all the cancers.
Probably.
Yeah.
Not as much cancer as I got going through fucking TSA yesterday.
We're just raw dog in the bottle.
Yep.
Okay. Hopefully you didn't bring back any herpessyphilitises from Dallas. I don't know the people you're hanging out with down there.
Remember Bogan?
Yeah.
Her husband.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were messaging him last time we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one that told us to go to Mike's Chicken. Kind of tastes like lemonade.
Supernova. Well, that's disappointing then.
What do you want it to taste like?
Don't
Stars?
they have a lemonade?
I don't know.
kind of like lemonade, but there's something else there.
I know. I can't tell what it is.
Like it tastes almost like candy,
Yeah. See what it says.
like a Jolly Rancher or some stupid thing. Well, it does say sour.
Sour level 4.
It's not a sour level 4.
Sour signal. It doesn't say what it's supposed to taste like.
Sour detected.
Prime was developed to fill the void. Well, I guess the Century needs to fucking drink
Yeah,
this.
Jake Paul's pocket.
I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to taste like.
It's gluten free and caffeine free.
It's good though.
It's caffeine free. Aren't these supposed to be energy drinks?
No, it just says hydration.
Oh,
drink.
hydration. Okay.
I wouldn't give you an energy drink at 2:00 on a Sunday. You would die.
I'm off tomorrow.
That's funny. What'd you do for your mom for Mother's Day?
She's busy.
Karaoke?
Nah, she's dealing with Ken.
Ah, come on. Diamondbacks top of the 5th. It was 1-0.
It's been 1-0. It was 1-0, like right in the first inning.
Shut the fuck up.
What's I'm saying? It's just been 1-0, so that's good. It's good. Nobody scored.
What are we giving the Prime? I'm gonna go 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5.
I'd never buy it again.
It's a little too sweet, almost for me.
It's not sour level 4.
No, it's not sour at all. I think it's got that, like you're talking about the lemon, which I think they're banking on the sour of the lemon, but it's just not like
It's like a citrus drink.
it's just
Drinks a
it's
whiskey
kind
drink.
of like
He drinks a citrus drink.
it tastes like almost like a mixer. Like you would add that to something.
That's probably what they want you to do.
Like I don't know. It's kind of sweet.
Bro, I've been drinking a ton of energy drinks because
Oh, me too.
no,
For whatever reason, I live on them, and then I'm like, I can't breathe.
No, I know it hurts my chest. Well, I've been like, because of like trying to acclimate to this new schedule. Because I have to ride. I'm technically in training. I have to ride in the passenger
The bitch seat?
for a couple hours before I get to drive,
That's so hard,
dude.
man.
And I'm like, my eyes are just like, ugh. So I've been drinking. I tried Ghost again, and I know you're not a fan of watermelon.
Yeah.
They have a sour watermelon, like it says Warheads, but it tastes exactly like the sour watermelon.
They're getting rid of a ton of flavors.
They're getting rid of.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah,
Just don't get rid of that sour watermelon.
And so they're getting rid of a bunch of flavors.
I tried. I've been trying new ones. I won't.
So they're getting rid of like the Sour Patch one,
Oh well,
the
fuck.
and a bunch of other ones.
Because it was a Sour Patch one.
Was it? Then they're probably getting rid of it.
Well, it's Sour Patch sour watermelon. There's also a Sour Patch Red, Sour Patch Blue.
Well,
So-
maybe they just said that they're like they've produced too many flavors, and now they're reeling it back in.
I tried another.
We've done too much.
I tried another one called Buck Up, which I did not care for at all.
Some people are super into that one.
I don't get it.
because they have a pre-workout. I think.
Oh.
Don't quote me on this if you drink Buck Up,
but they'll quote him on it and yell at him on TikTok.
But if like I think they came out with Buck Up pre-workout first.
Oh, okay.
And then the energy drinks came out, if I'm not mistaken, because I
Well, it
remember
tastes
seeing
like shit.
I remember seeing the pre-workout for a long time, and then the energy drinks kind of hit. I never tried it because I was just like, I'm good with my monsters, man. Like
yeah, so I've just been like,
between that and like if I'm going to the gym and I want like a pre-workout type, I'll get C4s because they give you that, because it's got that like beta alanine in it, which like gives you the fucking crack scratchies.
I hate that. I hate that. I did that shit in Afghanistan. Fucking, it was terrible. My ears would burn.
Oh yeah.
So-
you sit there and you're like
Yeah,
a
I don't-
freaking crack fiend.
So that's why I won't drink Bang. I won't drink 300 milligram Monster fucking coffee.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the Ghosts. I don't know if they changed their formula because I know I've had the orange cream before. I tried it again and it was delicious. So whatever, might be an idea if you haven't had it. All right, let's get this over with. All right, so I also found the limited edition State Fair Flips fried chocolatey sandwich cookie. So it's like a fried Oreo, but it's a Flips. I don't know. That sounds amazing to me. We tried the other ones.
It's
on the
terrible
other
marketing
show.
to put black typeface on a blue background. Because one, it didn't show up, and of course, as someone who designs things, I'm like, that's just terrible. Should have been white.
I don't know. Ooh, they smell delicious.
State Fair. Is it?
Remember
It's
we
deep
had
fried with Oreos and
remember
Twinkies.
on the other show we had the deep fried like Twinkie one or something like that, or strawberry or something. I can't remember, but it was a State Fair one.
I think it's just the chocolate swirl that gives you that chocolate flavor.
It definitely does not taste like a fried anything.
It tastes like white chocolate with chocolate drizzle over it,
Yes.
which you can buy all the time, can't you?
Yes.
Chocolate covered pretzel?
Whatever. Yeah. Ooh, they're melty.
2.
They're,
So
yeah.
there's no...
I still like them because it's sweet and salty pretzel.
They're good. Don't get me wrong. I will eat those. But again,
It doesn't taste like what it
it
says.
doesn't taste like what it says.
I'm so excited for this next snack. So,
Are you?
yeah, because, okay, so if you've never been out with me, I'm really annoying because I put all my money in my savings account and then I transfer it over as I pay for stuff because I'm afraid that the government is just going to take money out of my account. Anyways,
Hold on. Hold on.
I just tell everybody that I forgot my card or something. Anyways, so we were at a Circle K because we're always at a Circle K. I'm not going to talk about my job on here because there was like a whole social media thing during HR, and I was just like, I will never bring it up. But
Yeah, some companies are very much like that.
so we were at a Circle K. I forgot my phone in the truck, so I told,
Oh.
no, it's okay.
Oh.
My trainer guy was like, hey, could you grab this for me and I'll pay you back? He's like, yeah, no problem. And he grabbed it for me. So it sat in my bag from like 6 a.m. Like, you can tell that it's all like
Oh
fucking
my
destroyed.
God.
But it's a salted caramel, salted caramel Butterfinger, dude. I'm so excited for this because I've been looking for this thing for like a year.
It's like one of those things you've really geared yourself up for, and it's going to be fucking crumbs.
No, it's not.
Okay, well, at least we got one solid piece.
So this is the salted caramel Butterfinger. I have absolutely no expectations for this. I don't like salted caramel, except for these Bucky things, or these small Bucky things.
Depends on the caramel. There's different caramel, man. It's some caramel is good, some caramel is not good, man. I just broke that. Going off the other end. 'cause
That's fine.
You left fucking goob on it.
Did I? No, I didn't.
Guess I'll take it down. There you go. Tastes like a Butterfinger.
Yeah.
There's nothing other than that weird. This is what I'm talking about. There's two different types of caramels. There's a caramel, like if you eat a caramel, and then there's like this weird flavoring that they have that is almost kind of smoky, weird caramel flavor, which I've mentioned plenty of times before. The McDonald's uses this flavor, and I do not like it. Like they figure that
Oh, you're
caramel
so
has
sweet.
to be. Oh,
Thank you.
ooh. They figure that caramel has to have some kind of like extra flavor when it's just melted sugar,
That tastes like a fucking Butterfinger, which
like
I
a
love.
straight up Butterfinger.
I don't get any caramel.
I mean, I love Butterfinger,
Me
but I'm giving it a 1
Ooh.
because it just doesn't.
I'm gonna go 2.5
doesn't do anything
because
different.
I'll still eat it.
I'm scoring it based off the disappointment
I
factor.
completely agree. I get it. No,
Yes.
2.5 for the salted caramel. That's actually super disappointing, which I knew it should have been because when I found it, I got way too excited.
Are these Pop Tarts?
They are.
Oh.
Why don't you not jump the gun?
I'm just. You get to.
So we found, or I found, because Scott has yet to bring a snack for the show, the Pop-Tart ice cream. All three. So we have strawberry.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
We have
That's why I was asking.
brown sugar. That
brown sugar
you-
cinnamon?
yeah, brown sugar cinnamon that you guys fucking jerk off about, and
good flavor.
The chocolatey chocolate. Though you've seen the Pop Tart, it's all chocolate.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go in backwards order, which one I think will be the worst to which one I think will be the
That's
best.
exactly what I was going to do.
So I'm gonna try
The chocolate.
No, brown butter, brown sugar cinnamon.
I'm trying the chocolate first.
It tastes like a Pop Tart.
Because it is a Pop-Tart.
but it's pretty bomb that it tastes like a frozen Pop-Tart.
This is like if you took two Pop-Tarts and you put ice cream in the middle of them,
is.
which I don't understand why this wasn't thought of before this. It's crispy. It's got the snap of a Pop-Tart and the ice cream. The chocolate is just basic chocolate, but I don't hate it. It's got the filling.
Yeah. It looks like all they did was put a Pop-Tart between ice cream.
That's exactly what they did. The cinnamon brown sugar was good.
Strawberry. So, if you don't really understand what he's talking about, when you bite into it, it has the Pop-Tart filling along with the ice cream.
It's just two Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
Sandwiched between ice cream.
Yeah, but I didn't expect the filling. I thought it was just going to be like a cracker.
Pop-Tarts knows what's up. They're like, no, why change it? Just make mini Pop-Tarts and put a fucking ice cream between it.
All right. The chocolate one is getting a 2. The cinnamon brown sugar one is going 3.5. I'm going straight 5 for the strawberry one because it's exactly how I wanted it to taste like. It's really good strawberry ice cream plus the Pop-Tart. That's probably one of the best ice creams I've ever had.
I'm pretty much right there. Almost the same. I think the strawberry one is the best. I do like the brown sugar cinnamon one. Goes really good with the ice cream. The chocolate is fine.
It's fine.
It's about a 3. It's just basic. It's just chocolate. But if you want the Pop-Tart experience, the brown sugar cinnamon or the strawberry is the way to go.
Correct.
Are these the only 3 flavors they have?
That's it. I got them all. I thought I was only going to find 2 flavors, but I found all 3.
Is that I didn't even know this was a thing.
I do have some other snacks, but we'll save them for later. Like I have strawberries and cream, Fruity Pebbles, and the Tapatio mac and cheese, which I think we already tried on the show. Mm-hmm. We did? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
You ate them all. I just took bites out of each of them.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill this other bite right now.
So, here's the problem with the what I'm about to we're about to try. These are so popular in my house. I had to buy another bag of them and I haven't even tried them yet. That's how popular these are. So,
Well,
the hype for these are super.
You do have 2 boys,
I do,
so it doesn't matter what you bring home.
but my wife also really likes them.
No.
The hype for these are unreal. Everybody knows I like Oreos. We're going with the chocolate covered pretzel Oreo.
Now the joke makes more sense.
What joke?
Chocolate covered pretzel, sir.
Yes. I have not had a chance to try these yet.
Are you going to the 30-year screening of Mallrats?
Not at Comic-Con.
No.
Did you see how much it cost?
No.
It's like $200.
Really?
Yeah, because you get to meet Kevin, Jason Mewes, and
Yes.
and Jason Lee. I told Kim I was going to do it because it's very rare for Jason Lee to make an appearance. It's too much money, dude. Even for me.
He's like, I'll do it at Comic-Con.
Well, so I went to see just to do a autograph and a picture. It's almost $300. I'm like, no, thank you. I'll give you one. I gave you one, right? So when you smell them, you can smell the salt and the pretzel.
That cookie is weird.
The cookie is supposed to be like the pretzel or the chocolate.
Right. I was not expecting that because usually it's either like the white cookie or the chocolate cookie.
Oh my god. How do they do that? That's the best Oreo I've ever had in my life, Scott. What are you talking about? Okay, let me tell you. The cookie is salty like a pretzel.
Yeah. As I was saying, I was taken back because I was like, I don't know that Oreo's done anything outside of the chocolate or the vanilla cookie.
No, they have.
Have they?
They've done like pie.
Well, I know they've added like a flavoring to it, but this is like completely different.
It's been like a pie crust cookie. The s'mores one is a graham cracker cookie. This is the greatest Oreo has ever been. So you get the initial salty cookie, but then it blends in with the chocolate. It doesn't taste like a pretzel at all, but it tastes like a sweet and salty snack that is a cookie. It is the greatest thing I've ever had in my life because I am the biggest fan of sweet and salty.
No, you're not.
This is the biggest. This is fucking incredible. Yes, I am. Oh my god!
Except if it's popcorn, apparently. Because then you're like, I hate sweet and salty popcorn.
I literally said I love kettle corn. I've said that on the show many a times. I don't like sweet popcorn. I like kettle corn because it's sweet and salty. This is the greatest cookie I've ever had in my life. This is a 5. I don't care. You can come at me. Social Reel on fucking TikTok. Aaron Williams on Facebook. Actually, you have to pay $10 to play a Switch game.
I think it's good. I don't know if I'm as hyped up as you about it.
It's so I'm gonna eat that whole fucking bag.
I'm at like probably like a 3.5 on them.
Everyone told me they were good, and I didn't listen.
The cookie does throw me off a little bit, though. It is. I don't know what it is. It's not a pretzel, but they kind of like try to make it taste like a pretzel, which is strange. I don't know if they use the same type of mixture. I don't know.
It's fucking fire.
It's good.
Fire.
I had 3 of them, and I'm already like, okay, like I'm good. Maybe it was after having 3 Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches.
Maybe.
Ugh. So
in conclusion, go see the Thunderbolts.
Go talk shit about us on TikTok.
Please.
Yeah.
Go buy the Pop-Tart ice cream. Go buy the Oreos.
Those are good. That's probably the best snack we had
What?
today. Well, the Pop-Tarts.
They're both pretty
It
good.
was surprising for me. I was pleasantly surprised.
What do we got going on? I'm going to go see Friendship this week. Try to see Bloodlines with Scott, but I doubt it. Have any concerts coming up? No.
Not for a while. At least. I mean, one that we have, but that's a ways away.
Coheed this September.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. No big on something. No, I'm Aaron.
You got to give me time to get in
sorry,
there,
hold
man.
on.
Jesus.
Head on over to YouTube. Follow along at the Social Reel 24.
I'm like, I'm not on the menu.
Twitch. You can always follow along on Twitch. I always like it because all the analytics will be like, this many people watch your YouTube, and it's always, it's at least some. This many people watch you on Facebook. 0 people watch you on Twitch. Like, well, that's fine.
Twitch was the easiest to get going on.
Yeah, I know.
Way easier. That's why it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we'll be back next week. I might probably have a guest next week.
Yeah.
I got a couple irons in the fire just with taking the week off. So I'm Aaron.
I'm Scott.
And we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.